He can't be the one to take out Sarah Beth, and he knows the cookout wants Sarah Beth out next.
Yeah.
Even Tiffany said that she wants any cookout member to win except Kai.
We should have known.
Kyland was playing pretty hard.
He
against
was.
Sarah Beth, considering he doesn't want to win. He should have let Sarah Beth take him out in order to relinquish himself of responsibility. But he seemed to have fucking Superman speed reactions, like Clark Kent, like.
He didn't look like a man who didn't want to win that game, did he?
No, he looked like he'd lost all control of his own body. I've got very sparse notes on this competition.
I'll tell you something. Like, all cookout people were left eventually. The cookout, that's a very different show.
Naked Attraction.
Yeah. So it just like looked suspicious. Like all cookout were like the last 6 people to be picked. Chairs. Az's nipples, I noticed, were making a strong appearance through that dress.
Not for the first time. I think it was a trouser suit, no?
It looked like quite a thick... Oh, yeah, it could have been, yeah. It looked like quite a thick material as well, so that she must have pointy nipples.
For a minute, I was like, has that trouser suit got built-in nipples?
Do you know what? Jack said the same thing.
Yeah?
And I said, what on earth are you talking about? Because he said it's such a thick material. How could her nipples... But some people do have very pointy nipples, like that long. Do you know what I mean?
Oh. Sounds nice. Yeah, but she obviously wasn't wearing a bra.
No.
And if you can get away with not wearing a bra,
yeah, why
fair
not?
play
She's
to
got
you.
a good body. So, what else? Hold on.
I put, why are Arza and Kylan targeting each other? Yeah, I've written here, the entire cookout is sitting on the bench. Arza tells Kylan, she really wants to win, but he still doesn't throw it to her.
But why
she goes, I just told you I wanted to win, bro. Bro, what are you doing? Is it bro or bro?
I don't know.
Big Brother's translated it as bro, but I think it's bro.
Bruh. But why should he throw it to her?
Because she just said she wanted to win.
Well, I want to win the lottery.
But the thing is, she just said she wants to win, and he said he didn't want to win at the start, yet he still
That's a fair point.
thrashed her.
I mean, yeah, I guess he didn't want her to win either.
No, apparently not. And Xavier threw it to Tiffany. Tiffany told Kylan that she wants to win, and he's like, "Okay, fine." Like she wants to win.
Oh yeah. And then she didn't know the answer,
but
did
he
she?
goes like, "Don't make me look a fool."
Yeah,
he said that.
I know. And then in the
then
end, he was like,
"It was like that fucking Canada puzzle, whatever. Someone couldn't get the words. Was that Canada?"
the
Someone's
crossword.
There, like, yeah, the crossword.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name was.
Someone's trying to throw it. Like, have you got it? Yeah.
Was it?
Don't know.
Yeah, someone.
But Tiffany was like, I really want to get the letter from my son. And like she genuinely wanted it, I think, to hear from her son. Yeah. But she got it wrong. It's like, oh, God, you can't even throw to some of these people. So then
embarrassing, isn't it?
He got it as by default.
By default.
But I found hilarious that Kylan became the accidental HOH.
Couldn't Kylan have hit the wrong answer?
He didn't want to,
no.
It seems. I don't understand what was going on, but he did seem a bit gutted afterwards.
I like that accidental HOH. It sounds
that?
like a good short story. I feel like there's an accidental something, isn't there? But it can't be HOH. I like that.
Tiffany was crying.
Oh, yeah.
Because she knows, not about the letter from her,
no,
but she knows
Sarah Beth.
Kylan will not nominate Sarah Beth. And Arza is upset. Because Kylan is going to send Brittini home. So people are all up in arms about what Kylan's going to do or not going to do. From his own alliance, these people are upset about what he's going to do. It's interesting.
Where's the trust?
Derek F is happy a guy is in power.
Oh yeah, he's worried about the girls.
All these girls are still here.
I heard about that. Was this in the show or was this something I heard on a podcast where Big D went on Reddit? No, it must have been on a podcast because they wouldn't say this on the show. Big D went on Reddit before he went in the house, and he saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, we really want to see a girls' alliance this year," and that's why he's so obsessed with getting the girls out because he thinks a few people on Reddit who said they wanted to see a girls' alliance.
What are they going to do?
That's what's going to happen. This is absolutely ludicrous.
Also, who cares? Because the public have no say in what happens in this show.
It's silly, isn't it?
Apart from America's vote.
I just imagine Big D on Reddit like, oh shit, what's going to happen?
He told Kylan to do what's best for his game, but told him to be careful about Sarah Beth. Anything more on that? Because I think I missed some details.
He said, you and her are the next Alyssa and Christian. Remember, I clocked that time ago that there's a flirtmance going on there.
I'm trying to corroborate their names now. Kylan and Sarah Beth.
Yeah.
Kai Bosch.
Sarah Land.
She'd like that if that was a thing. Everyone would be like cute and in Japanese costumes. Tiffany thinks Claire is going and describes her as her best friend in the house. I didn't realise this.
Yeah, this is the interesting thing, because I knew this from the podcast, where Tiffany has been saying she wants Claire to go because she said she wanted Claire to be the first person on jury because Claire would set the tone for the jury and make people vote for Tiffany, which I thought was quite Machiavellian and quite genius. But I think now, it's come down to it. She's like, actually, I like Claire and I like being around her and she's clever and I want to be in the lights of her. But she's got to sort of balance it with the cookout. Do you know what I mean? So she's a bit... But she did say she wanted to save Claire with the veto, didn't she? But that would cause an issue with Kylan. So maybe she's... I don't know.
Not Brittany, what's the name? Julie. Julie announced that it was a jury at the end of the last prediction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you not think... That's come on real quick. And now suddenly we're at jury, which means Claire's like passed. Because in my head I'm like, passed to the final. But it's not passed to the final, it's passed to jury. So now she's like fair game.
Yeah, Jack said the same thing as you actually. He said, it's already like over halfway through the game. In a way it feels like it's kind of just started. It's weird. Is that good or bad? I'm not sure.
I think it, for me, it says it's a better show because I'm not like wishing it away.
Yeah, that's true.
Tiffany's whispering about bonds and real relationships, but I don't really know why.
Yeah, she said they built... See, the whole Tiffany's strategy was that they all paired off with someone.
With an opposite.
Yeah, and then whoever was on the block, it would always be the member of the pair that went home, which was a clever strategy.
Derek F, he doesn't need no one. Why doesn't Derek F need anyone? Because he's the size of two people.
That's Gaz's statement, not mine. But what's happened is, because they're in these pairs, they've built a stronger relationship in a way with the pairs. Like Kylan and Sarah Beth, Tiffany and Claire.
It's like when you start to breed, like, pig, and then you get too attached to it and you can't slaughter it anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Because I've named him now.
Yeah.
And it's called Claire, and I can't slaughter him anymore.
And because the cookout is a bit of a dysfunctional alliance, really, isn't it? Like, they're together because of the colour of their skin. Like, in its basis form, that is why they're together. So
the culture.
It's not necessarily because they like each other. It's because it's...
but clearly some of them don't.
No, so it's like, will all 6 members of the cookout make it to the end, or do you think someone will defect? That's where the story is, surely.
Oh, interesting. I mean, there are some people who, I guess we're starting to see the cracks here, like Tiffany feeling some kind of way about Claire, but you've also got like Hannah, who with their ex, like would Hannah maybe go F2 with their ex? Like I would like to see that because I ship them too. Actually,
yeah, they're cute. Yeah.
But at some point, the cookout will have to start turning on each other because that's just the way it goes.
They'll have to. But will all 6 make it to the end?
And then they have to cannibalise themselves.
Yeah, and if they don't,
well, who do they need to get rid of?
Derek,
Brittany, Alyssa, Derek, and Claire.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek X must have a big target on his back now.
Yeah, that's for sure. And either one of Brittany or who's going to go tonight? We don't know, do we? Because the veto thing.
We don't. Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's obvious what's going to happen, but they wanted to make it seem like there's a question over it.
Oh, you know me. I like to get caught up in the flim flam.
Kylan said that he's trying to keep the cookout hidden. By what? By doing what? By putting Arza up on against Brittany and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this was when Kylan and Arza were having like a conversation. It was quite tense, wasn't it? Do you remember?
Yes, and then Arza goes, "Oh, this discussion's turned into an interview where he just gives a long answer."
Yeah.
And then Kylan goes, "Well, how about we both drop our attitude?" And then I was in here watching this, and Dan was in the room, and then Dan was pissed off. Dan doesn't know these people, by the way. Dan was like, "Oh, this is the problem with the patriarchy." He was pissed off. He said that Kylan was like shutting down Arza. And I didn't see it that way because I find that I maybe side more with Kylan.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was reasonable to say we both drop our attitude because she was sort of coming with an attitude.
Yeah, I think anything mentioning attitude with black people is a bit of a hot topic, isn't it?
Well, I think it's worse if it's said by a white person.
Of course it is, but I think
in this case it's he was. I guess my Dan thought that it was a man saying that a woman sort of not agreeing with him was an attitude problem.
And to be fair, I mean, it was Arza was the one who had the attitude, not him. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the way she dealt with that situation wasn't great. She just kind of sulked and she doesn't sort of try and ingratiate herself, does she? She's just like
pissed off,
salty,
and then she didn't have a good game face.
What do you think of Kylan's hair now? Because it's getting a bit wild, I noticed.
I think he's got beautiful hair.
Don't you think it's hard to maintain an afro in the Big Brother house?
Don't reference Makosi.
No, I wasn't gonna. That's your shit.
No, because Makosi, do you remember? Makosi went in with a big afro.
Yeah.
That was a wig.
No,
and it was destroyed by the end. And I felt like, poor girl, she obviously only had that.
Yeah.
And then one other wig.
No, I wasn't even going to say that. But if I think of like afros in the Big Brother house over the years, it is hard. It's hard.
Afros through the ages.
It is hard to have your afro, and I don't think there is anyone cutting hair in the Big Brother house this year.
Oh.
Is there?
Do you want to read discussions or?
No,
are you okay?
I'm
Okay.
good. Because in BB Australia, they was it BB Australia? Oh no,
Canada, where
sorry, BB Australia. Marley
Jedson
was getting unkempt.
Jedson and Ty
were cutting
dealing with each other's hair.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anyone cutting hair in the Big Brother
and
house.
Latoya before that, I believe.
Yeah, and
well, no, but I don't think you need to cut your hair in the BB house. Do
no.
you?
Well, it depends what it looks like.
I suppose. For Ty and Jed, they were doing the edges.
Yeah.
But there isn't really anyone with edges, so it doesn't need to be done.
Tiffany's been doing a lot of the braids, hasn't she? I wonder what Kylan would look like with braids.
I'd be here for that, but he's got such nice hair as it is.
He has got nice hair, yeah.
It's because he's got kind of like loose curls, so it travels a bit further. Like it's more voluminous.
Travels a bit. Jack's been using volumizing spray in his hair. Honestly, it added a whole new level to his hair. I was like, whoa, I've never seen it so high. Anyway,
but what I am finding is I think that I'm getting more attracted to Kylan as the time goes on. I think he is by far the most beautiful man in that house.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think it's Xavier.
It's Kylan's eyes. He has very nice eyes.
I'm always intrigued to find out more about Kylan. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of who he is.
Well, maybe if we watched live feed, we might.
Yeah, but I've been listening to all the live feed updates, and they don't really tell you.
I want to know because
Go on, don't point that finger at me.
Didn't someone?
He's still pointing it.
Write him a letter. And I read this on the internet.
Go on.
What I've noticed is, by the way, the Facebook profile for Big Brother is like putting out behind the scenes stuff, and it's good. You'd like this.
Oh.
Like they show you like what picture of what he's got in the HOH fridge. And
I would like
what's
that.
in his basket, and they even put a picture of the letter as they receive it.
I want to know what CD they get as well. Whatever the fuck they get these days.
The iPod Shuffle. And he had this letter from this girl, and I'm like, well, who is that girl? Like,
who's that
is
girl?
That something or not? Yeah.
If you know, let us know. So then I noticed when he said let's change the attitude or drop the attitude, they changed seats. So they moved from sitting there to the couch. I thought,
they flipped the HOH.
Yeah, is this changing the energy to move the seats? I thought, I quite like that. Like change the atmosphere, by moving the seats.
We should do that during the pod. Arthur basically concluded that she wasn't being heard, and Kylan is saying things he's read in a book. She's like, he's saying like, he's been reading Danny Hayes' book on how to be like a real estate agent or whatever, how to be successful in 60 days.
Yeah, I can't remember how that conversation wrapped up. The next thing I've got written down is Claire is campaigning to Claire. Just really useful.
I put Claire suggesting that Kylan nominates people she isn't close to. And when she lists them, they are cookout members. And if you trace this back, this is the beginning of her undoing. Because she's going like, I'd put up, I don't know, Jokers or whatever.
And Xavier, she said.
Is it Jokers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jokers and Xavier. Yeah. And also someone else, I can't remember who that was.
Mainly cookout people. I've put Oops.
Yeah, Kylan's like, my ears are pricking up here because these are the people that I need to protect.
Yeah.
Derek F tells Kylan that someone like Alyssa will definitely come for us.